In one of my major seminars, like a half-a-day seminar, we talk a lot about the season of the summer. We talk about philosophy and activity and disciplines, and attitude in that other seminar. But here's one of the most important parts of that seminar, is to learn the lessons of summer and do the work of summer. In the summer, you must do two things: nourish your values like a mother and protect them like a father. That's doing the work of summer. You must nourish a relationship like a mother, protect it like a father. In the summer, you must love like a mother, hate like a father. The old prophet said, love good and hate evil. It's important to both love and hate. As soon as you've planted the garden, the busy bugs and the noxious weeds are out to take it. So make this note now: every garden will be invaded. Not to think so is naive. It's sometimes easy to say, not my garden, but I promise you, every garden will be invaded. It is part of the rhythm of life. It is part of the good and evil. So we must give life like a mother and take life like a father. We give nourishment to the fruit, but we take the life of the weeds. In your bloodstream, you have red corpuscles and white corpuscles. Red corpuscles to nourish like a mother, white corpuscles to fight and kill like a father. Thank God for white corpuscles that think negative all day. White corpuscles say, just show me some infection, I'll kill it. Because if I don't kill it, what? It kills you. Somebody's going to get killed today. And white corpuscles say, it's up to me to make sure it's not you. The great war between liberty and tyranny. Saddam Hussein takes over Kuwait. What should we do? Someone says, well, it's over there, what do we care? Well, what if next he wants Saudi Arabia? You say, well, it's a pile of sand, what do we care? Well, what if next he wants Israel? You say, well, Israel's a little insignificant country, what do we care? Well, what if next he wants the Mediterranean? You say, well, yes, I guess we've got to draw a line somewhere. And the answer is yes. So make the note, you've got to draw a line somewhere, or all of your values will be gone. Tyranny has no hope for redemption. Tyranny cannot be rehabilitated. It has to be either destroyed or contained, like illness in your body. It has to either be destroyed or contained, or otherwise it takes the body. So George Bush, our president at the time, was right to put together 500,000 troops from the coalition, go kick Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait. History demands it. Hired Chief White Corpuscle General Schwarzkopf. And got the job done. So the war is on. Make the note, the war is on. In your body as you sit here today, the war is on. Illness trying to defeat your health. Health doing its best to defeat the illness. The war is a push-shove match. That's called the realities of summer. The encroachment of the weeds and the bugs, but the vitality of the fruit in the garden pushing back, and you've got to lend a hand in this battle, in this cause. Good health needs a helping hand. But sometimes the body needs a banana and you send it a Coca-Cola. The body says, wow, I needed a banana, you send me a Coca-Cola. Whose side are you on? The body says. Good health says, I'm working day and night trying to keep you healthy. You got to send me good stuff. So whether it's your health or whether it's the mind or whatever it is, we must be ever vigilant. Okay? So make the note, the war is on between good and evil. Now, would there be good without evil? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. One suggests the other. Here's what I think it creates, a grand adventure. That's the best way I can describe it. The grand adventure of opposites in conflict, and we're in the middle. Evil trying to defeat good, good trying to defeat evil. Illness trying to defeat health, health trying to defeat illness. Darkness and light, the war is on. Liberty and tyranny, the war is on. Positive and negative, the war is on. But I guess that's the only way to have an adventure, is to have a contest. Make this note and I'll finish on this. Would it be possible to win if you couldn't lose? And the obvious answer seems no, it doesn't seem like you could win if you couldn't lose. If you took a football today and walked out to the stadium and walked across the goal line, would we all cheer and say you made a touchdown? And the answer is no, that's foolish. You can't just walk across the goal line with a football under your arm and say, I made a touchdown. Say, no, that's not how it works. It's not a touchdown until you face the 350-pounders whose sole interest is to smash your face into the turf. And if somehow you muscle by them and then dance by the secondary, cross the goal line, football under your arm, we say, now you've made a touchdown and maybe you won the game. So jot this down. There are no wins without the contest. It's the contest that creates the adventure to win or lose. But it's best illustrated now. The contest is best illustrated in the season of summer. Love like a mother, hate like a father. Give life like a mother, take life like a father. Any father would say to whatever threatens his family, take 2 more steps toward this family, you'll cease to exist. I'm father, I kill. Now, of course, it's possible to love like a father and hate like a mother, just so you get both done in the summer. Nothing more dangerous than an angry mother, especially in the animal kingdom. Mess with mama bear's cubs. If you're a threat, she will kill you. It's that female mother instinct. Kill first, talk later. So beware, mama bear. But that's the nature of life. It's the nature of things. It's the great adventure. So hopefully you've made that note. It is the great adventure. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like there would be a great adventure without opposites in conflict. A chance to win, a chance to get better, a chance to improve your health, a chance to flourish, a chance to become wealthy, powerful, sophisticated, influential. All of that is possible because we're in this contest. Amazing. Now, next is the season of harvest. Winter, spring, work of summer, season of harvest. When will my harvest come? Here's a good answer. In due season. When it's due and if you qualify. When it's due and if you've qualified. The promise of harvest is there. How much depends on how you qualify. How much depends on what you do. But just make the note, harvest always comes. The promise always is fulfilled. When the condition and the promise is both given, when the condition is met, the promise is on the way. The promise of better health, the promise of an extraordinary relationship, the promise of all things unique. Those promises will come. Sometimes they seem to be a little delayed. Sometimes there seems to be interference with the promise that surely is ours. But I promise you, in due time, for those who deserve, the promise is secure. Next, and we're going to finish this after we take a break, but jot these down. The 3 parts to personal development. First is physical. What's important about the physical is the body and the mind work together. Healthy body, healthy mind. Instruction in Scripture says, treat your body like a temple. That's a good connotation. Treat your body like a temple, something you would take extraordinarily good care of. Don't treat your body like a woodshed, but a temple. And the body and the mind work together. Here's a unique phrase. It says, many times the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. That would be pitiful. A strong spirit and a weak body. So we must work to change that, so we have a strong spirit and a strong body. Here's what the body is, the physical part, is the support system to carry out the wishes of the mind and the spirit. A support system to carry out the wishes. So you want this incredibly vital, viable, powerful support system to carry out the wishes of the mind and the spirit. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and the mind says, let's go get them, and the body says, I can't even get out of bed. And one of these days you got to say, body, that's the last time you tell me you can't get out of bed. I'll drive you to the health food store. I'll make you read every book that's ever been written on nutrition. I'll make you do push-ups until your tongue hangs out. I'll jog you around the block until you're out of breath. I'll make you eat properly if it's the last thing we do. This is the last time you tell me you can't vitally support, as a support system, all the dreams and all the ambitions and things I've got going. So sometimes you've just got to do that. Take care of the physical. Next is the spiritual. I happen to be a believer. Humans are a special creation. I believe in what Thomas Jefferson said, who wrote the Declaration of Independence. Here's what he said: we're all created equal. And the word created is unique. Some philosophies wouldn't take to that. Created equal. Then he said we're endowed by a creator. Now see, some philosophies would not buy that. Endowed by a creator. But we are believers, I believe. And we're given certain rights and gifts by a creator. Interesting language. And I won't talk any more about spirituality. Everyone has, of course, their own concept and belief. But let me give you this on spirituality. Jot this down. If you are a believer, I'm not asking you to be a believer. I happen to be, but for everyone that's a personal choice. But jot this down. If you are a believer, I want you to jot these 3 words down, and I'd like to be known for these 3 words. Study, practice, and teach. If you're a believer, study, practice, and teach. That's how we build strong, viable families that form the foundation for the nation that becomes powerful. Study, practice, and teach. Now here's the next part. The mind. First is the physical, then is the spiritual, and then the mental. And we're going to talk about nourishing your mind, developing your mind so that it becomes a powerful vehicle to use in whatever enterprise, ambitions, things that you want for the future. We'll have a good time doing this. We'll talk about your personal development library, what to put in it so that your mind is continually nourished by good ideas, and some other things on developing the mind to take you where you want to go. But right now we're going to take a break. Right after the break now, Zig Ziglar, my longtime friend for I don't know how many years, 40 plus, we did a tour of Australia together last year, Tommy Hopkins and me and Zig Ziglar, all on the same program. It was so much fun. And as soon as we come back from the break, Mr. Zig Ziglar is going to take some time, share his experiences and some ideas with you that could very well be life-changing. So make sure that you're here. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.